Hey everybody, welcome back to This and That, Food and More. I'm John Ewing. You know, I was thinking, after my introduction video, I should have put in another video other than manicotti, and that's about sanitation. Now, some people associate the word sanitation with just trash. It's not. In the restaurant industry and people that sell food, it also means how you take care of things, disinfect, sanitize. Those are very important things, because not only do you not want people to get sick or get worse, but it also can hurt your reputation if you don't keep a very clean place. Now, if you have a cottage business like I do, cleaning from home, most people think, oh, I'll just do like I always do with my family, and just use soap and water. Well, I guess for your family, that's fine. But if I know I'm going to be cooking food for others, I want to make sure I've done everything possible to keep everything the way it's supposed to be. Now, you can see my table. I believe it's made out of beech wood. And you see my pasta board that I use to roll the pasta out and make the different things. Well, both of them you can wash with soap and water and dry them off. Let it sit for a few minutes. But then to sanitize it and really get it clean, there are different rules and different laws in different counties and cities, so you might want to check with your city and state to see how they do it. But most times, in a lot of restaurants, they have a sanitized thing in a 3-compartment sink. They have the soapy water, the rinse water, and they have the sanitized water. And they take the things, just set it up on the shelves and let it air dry. Well, I don't have a place to let everything air dry, so what I do when I clean my table and my pasta board, I clean it with soap and water too. Let it dry off after I get through cleaning it. Then I use one of these. Now this is 1 gallon, and you can use any kind of bucket you want to. It really doesn't matter. You get a gallon bucket of water and 1 tablespoon of bleach. That's a 10-to-1 ratio. A lot of times they use the same amount in many hospitals and nursing homes and things. What I do is I take the rag, not only this rag, but I'll take the rag and after I get everything dried from the soap and water, I'll clean off the table and the pasta board. Then people say, well, why not these items? Well, you could, but I've learned kind of a hard lesson from that. I was cleaning one of these once before with a wet rag that had bleach with it, and I accidentally hit the power button. And when I did, it sucked the dang rag in there. It took me 2 hours to cut it out, but it also stripped the gears in there. It became a really good boat anchor for most people. Well, I found me another one. I said, I'm not going to make that mistake again. So with these, what you can do, many people use what they call like a pasta brush. It looks like a regular paintbrush, but a paintbrush, the bristles are just a little bit different. Some people call it a pastry brush. What I do first is I go all through this machine or this machine, whichever one I've used, and get all that out, but I unplug it too. After I get through, wiping it down, using the pastry brush to clean out all the nits and grinnies out of it, I'll take a wet rag, not soaking wet, but just wrung out real good, and I'll go in there and lightly go through everything. And then I can change the dials as I need to clean it out. Same thing with this one. You can't put either one of these in water, but what you can do is you can clean the outside real good, in between the teeth. You can roll it each way, but you don't want to try to roll the rag you're using in between the teeth because it's going to get stuck and it's not going to mess it up. You don't want to do that. But you have soap and water first all over, and after you wipe it down, if you want to dry it with a towel, it's fine. Let it sit for a few minutes, and then go in with your bleach. You can use a little bucket, like you'll see in some restaurants, they'll use a green and a red bucket. One's for regular soap and water, like the green bucket. Red bucket means sanitizer. Whatever chemical they use, it's approved by code enforcement. But most time here at the house, they said that this 10-to-1 mixture like this will do just fine. Said that's fine, that's what I'll do. So I usually take a rag, pour a little bit in a little bucket or container that I have, and so I don't have to pour out all that every time. And then I'll use the rag, wring it out real good, and wipe everything down, and then let it air dry. That's all you have to do. And it's supposed to kill up to 99% of the diseases and bacteria, but we'll see how that goes. But that's what they tell us we have to do. So make sure to keep your family safe, keep your friends and loved ones safe, and any customers you have, especially if you have a cottage food business. It's the best way to go. Thanks, y'all. Have a great day.